All the reasons that the incumbent B2B distribution industry have cited as to why Amazon Business will never be successful.
They're much more of an issue with Alibaba than with Amazon.
Much more of an issue. It's very clear that the environment in the US and other Western democratic countries are greeting these Chinese tech companies with skepticism. The buyers that are on Amazon Business and these buyers that they're talking about on Alibaba, to me, are two completely different audiences.
So there's an article just this week. Alibaba is using the US as a testing ground for global B2B e-commerce. This article kind of seems like a nothing burger to me. I don't really understand what it's trying to tell me. But they use these words a lot. Alibaba is positioning themselves as facilitators of buyer-supplier trust. This is where I think it all falls down, simply on trust. It's very clear that the environment in the US and other Western democratic countries are greeting these Chinese tech companies with skepticism. And some of it wrongfully so, some of it rightfully so. Now, Alibaba trying to get into B2B is saying, I need a business customer, a business buyer, a procurement buyer to go and buy stuff on Alibaba. Alibaba, I think, or in this article, they say we have 10 million buyers from outside of China. 1/3 of them are in the United States. Here's the problem with that. If I was to guess the majority of this 1/3 of buyers in the United States buying stuff off of Alibaba, I'd probably say they are buying stuff off of Alibaba from China to then resell onto Amazon. So
there's a lot of sellers that do that. It's a booming business.
It's a huge business. There's so much stuff on Amazon that's just being resold off of basically Alibaba.
Right.
So I would venture to guess that the majority of these Alibaba buyers in the United States are basically just Amazon sellers, and they're just sourcing stuff off of Alibaba. The Alibaba B2B business, to compete with Amazon Business, the buyers that are on Amazon Business and these buyers that they're talking about on Alibaba, to me, are two completely different audiences, right? A business buyer buying on Amazon Business to convert that person to come and instead buy on Alibaba. I don't see it happening unless Alibaba changes its name. I don't think the Alibaba name in the United States for a business customer is going to win. I just don't think it's a win. I just don't see these business customers where if they could go to Amazon or you could go to Alibaba and you go to your boss and your boss says, hey, Joe or Diane, great job on this procurement order. Where'd you get it from? What a great deal. And you tell that person Alibaba Business. I don't think they're looking at you with a straight eye and saying like, excuse me, is this good quality product? Is it going to get here on time? All the concerns, all the reasons that the incumbent B2B distribution industry have cited as to why Amazon Business will never be successful.
They're much more of an issue with Alibaba than with Amazon.
Much more of an issue. And basically just 10x all of those concerns, all the traditional incumbent ways that they poo-poo a marketplace from coming into B2B. Now you apply them to Alibaba. When you have Amazon in the market and doing pretty well, actually doing very well, I would say, I just don't see it. I just don't see it beating Amazon. And what portion of the market says I'm going to go to Alibaba instead of Amazon? I just don't see it. These articles certainly don't paint it out for me. Yeah, they got to change their name. That would be step one for me. I don't think the Alibaba name helps them
in the U.S.
Or
in a lot of the Western Europe or areas like
with that. A business customer.
Yep.
I think you got to shed that. Go buy some U.S. company with really strong brand recognition, maybe not nationally, but
Staples.
go buy Staples. They did
They've
the
got a
deal
big
with
partnership.
Staples.
Yeah.
Most people aren't going to know, even if you buy Staples, they're not going to know that Alibaba owns Staples. But you have a negative stigma. I think you got a big uphill battle in the business customer market, particularly, for an Alibaba business to really hit some kind of crazy demand critical mass. I just don't see it happening. Hi, this is Alex from Winner Take All. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to leave a comment, ask us questions, and definitely make sure to join us on our next live stream.